Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mr. Lawrence and in today's video I will show you which vehicles you must own in GTA 5 Online. These are the best vehicles in GTA Online that I think everyone should own. Let me know which one you would add to the list, leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more. Now let's get straight into the first vehicle. The Toreador is one of the best weaponized vehicles in the game. It was added back in 2020 with the Cayo Perico heist. It also has a machine gun and really accurate homing missiles. This vehicle can take 3 or 4 homing missiles before it blows up. It also has a boost, you can use it by pressing the horn button and it recharges every few seconds or so. The best part about this car that it can also go underwater. Even if you're underwater you can still use your homing missiles. We will now move on to the second vehicle, the submarine aka the Kosatka. If you go below it with the Toreador you can enter. You can also find the Sparrow in here if you bought it. We will get into this helicopter later. If you go to the main area, you will first see the periscope. If you use this, you can lock on vehicles and shoot. It turns pretty fast and it shoots the missiles back to back. So this is a great counter against the Oppressor, for example. Next up, we have the remote missiles in here. You can control these rockets and they go pretty far before it loses connection. It also has a decent speed and the best part about this is that you are completely safe in your Kosatka. After it blows up there will be a 1-minute delay, but there's another seat next to it so you can keep switching between them without a delay. In here you can also start the Cayo Perico heist. This is probably the best heist in GTA Online and you can also play it solo. If you didn't know, you can also fast travel with this thing and even drive it yourself. If you go underwater with it, enemies won't be able to see you on the map unless they are nearby with a solar scanner, which is unlikely. Sometimes it's like a maze in here, but if you look on a minimap, you can also find a weapon workshop if you bought it. Here you can customize your weapons, upgrade them and buy special ammo. The next vehicle is of course the Oppressor Mark II. Even though it got nerfed, it's still really good for doing special cargo missions for example and grinding in general. It has homing missiles and it's a pretty fast vehicle. The only downside is that you first need a nightclub and a Terrorbyte to upgrade the Oppressor. In the back of your Terrorbyte you can refill your missiles, cause the Oppressor only has 20 missiles. I recommend that you select Chef as your countermeasure. If you use it, enemies won't be able to lock on your vehicle with homing missiles. If you have the flares, use it after they shoot a homing missile, then the flares will hopefully counter the rocket. You also have to buy the homing missiles on the Oppressor so it doesn't come with the stock version. While we are in the Terrorbyte, this is the next vehicle that you must own. So you need it for your Oppressor and it has a lot of things in it. In the Terrorbyte you also have the weapon workshop. You have this screen and from here you can start client jobs, air freight cargo, special and vehicle cargo, gun running and biker supplies. If you sit down in the first seat, you can control a drone. You can shock players and also detonate the drone. It also has a boost, which is pretty nice. After you used it, the drone has a 1-minute delay. The other seat lets you shoot homing missiles. So this is my Terrorbyte. I have everything in it, but make sure you have the specialized workshop for your Oppressor. It's also a really strong and fast truck. I believe it can take up to 20 rockets. And after you pick up some speed, it's faster than you think. Next up is the MOC. You have two versions of the truck. I prefer the Phantom. You have different bays. In bay 1 I have the living quarters, bay 2 weapon workshop and in bay 3 personal vehicle storage. That's really nice to have because then you can store a Night Shark in here for example. You also have a screen where you can start up MOC missions. I actually didn't know this, but you can also customize your weapon loadout in the MOC. You can also detach the trailer by holding right on the D-pad. They will have an insane bulletproof and armored truck. It's bulletproof from the back and it will take about 35 to 40 rockets to blow it up. This is the most recently added car. It's the Buffalo STX. It may look like a normal car, but it has a lot of cool upgrades. You can upgrade it in the agency workshop. Here you will first add armor plating so it is more protected against explosions. Now here's a special upgrade, Imani Tech. So you can select remote control unit. This gives you the option to drive the car like a RC Bandito. So you can then control this car from a distance. You can also equip the missile lock-on jammer. With this, other players won't be able to lock on your car. You can also add mounted machine guns and slick mines. Moving on to the next car, the Night Shark. This is a very popular vehicle in GT Online. It's one of the most armored vehicles in the game. It can take up to 25 rockets. It's also pretty bulletproof, strong and pretty fast. Another great armored car is the armored Kuruma. It's not explosive proof, but it's pretty bulletproof. This is a great car to use in heists. You can get in this car with 4 players in total and you can all shoot outside. It's also fast and powerful, so it's kinda like an armored sports car. Now we will cover some helicopters. The best helicopter is the Akula. You can have 4 players in here, the pilot, co-pilot and 2 passengers. If you have a hangar, you can customize this helicopter. You can equip it with cluster mines, for example. You have primary weapons, but I never really use them. Instead, I always use homing missiles. If you are good at shooting missiles without auto aim, you can go for the missile barrage. The Akula can also survive a couple rockets. If you hold right on the D-pad, you can use the bombs and it's pretty sick. Now the best feature about this helicopter is that you can go off the radar. If you press right on the D-pad once, you will go into stealth mode. When you are off the radar, you will see your player icon blinking on the minimap. While you are in stealth mode, you can't shoot. Now I will go out of stealth mode, my player icon is normal again and I can use my weapons again. Another must-have helicopter is the Buzzard. It's really nice to have cause you can request it for free through your CEO or VIP vehicles menu and then it will spawn nearby. The only downside is that this helicopter has a missile delay. You can only shoot 2 rockets every few seconds. So if you have the Kasatka, a better option is probably the Sparrow. You can request it if you open your interaction menu, go to services, Kasatka and here it is. This one also spawns nearby. The handling is better than the Buzzard and this helicopter can shoot missiles back to back. You can also equip countermeasures on the Sparrow. Now this vehicle is a 2-in-1 class. It's the new HSW class and it's only on next gen. So I chose the Hakuchu Drag and it's almost $1 million. In my opinion, this is the best HSW vehicle and also the best motorcycle. So this is the fastest bike on next gen. To make it the fastest, you will first need to go to the LS Car Meet workshop. Then go to Turbo and here you can get these HSW Turbo upgrades. If you max it out, it will add a whole extra bar to your acceleration, so that's insane. You can now also add this cool red chameleon color and the flames livery. That's what I did and I think it looks pretty cool. Here you can see that it's really fast and I always use this bike for the HSW time trials. All the HSW vehicles are really fast, but they are expensive, they are pretty much all cars, so this bike is the only HSW bike. Now the last car in today's video is one that no one really talks about. It's the RC Bandito. You will need an arena workshop for this and then you can customize it. You can equip this little car with a sticky bomb, proximity mines and more. I recommend adding the kinetic mine and also select the max jump upgrade. You can now request it through your interaction menu. Go to inventory and then to remote control vehicles. The RC Bandito is pretty fast and it turns really quick. It can also jump and by pressing right on the D-pad you can drop the mines. With the RC Bandito, you can also do the RC Bandito time trials every week. By holding L1 or LB, you can detonate a sticky bomb on it and it's pretty powerful. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.